Welcome to UCCS. We'll be your tour guides today. My name is Brad. I'm a sophomore studying mechanical engineering, and I'm from Colorado Springs.
My name is Hannah. I am a junior studying inclusive elementary education, and I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado.
I'm Jessica. I'm studying exercise science. I'm in my senior year at UCCS, and I'm from a small town called Fallon.
And then I'm Brandon. I'm a sophomore here studying cybersecurity, and I'm from Colorado Springs.
Just to give you guys all a bit of an idea of where we're going to be walking today, we're going to be heading in a big loop around campus, walking west, seeing the rec center, some student housing, even one of our dining halls. And then we're going to come back much the same way, see some more of the student life side of things, as well as some of the academic buildings. All told, we're going to be walking about 2 miles. Well, we are. You're not.
Centennial Hall. This is where all of our biochemistry, chemistry, and anthropology departments are housed. Up on our second floor here are all of our research labs for chemistry. One cool thing about UCCS is that because of our small class size and our small student body, we do have opportunities for anywhere from freshmen to senior students for research. We also have small lab class sizes for our learning labs. Most of these labs cap out at about 24 students, so you will have that one-on-one with your professors for any of your lab classes here. Also on the floor below us, it's really cool, it's our anthropology department here on campus. We do have some cool archaeological digs that students actually get to go to here at UCCS, so you get some experience with that, and it also is just really cool for anybody to walk down through, because it is like a little bit of a memoir for all of our history here around Colorado Springs. Centennial Hall, we have our home base for our Science Excel Centers. So we have 5 different Excel Centers here on campus. So what our Excel Centers are, they're free tutoring here on campus, paid for in your UCCS tuition. So here at the Science Center, they have students who have taken all of the biology, physics, anatomy courses, and also some of your chemistry here on campus that students can have help with. So one thing about the Science Centers is you can come sit down inside and work on any homework you would like. If you are in one of the centers where you are working on science here in the Science Excel Center, you can just raise your hand and somebody who can help you out with problems will come and help you. It's really nice. They also have free coffee, occasionally donuts, and free food. So we always encourage everybody to stop by our Excel Centers here on campus. In Centennial Hall, we also have our largest lecture hall that seats just under 300 students. It'll be the largest lecture hall you'll be in here at UCCS. We'll show you inside.
Right, so welcome to our upper plaza. So right when you exit Centennial Hall, you come to this nice little seating area over here. This up here really is just a nice area to just come, have lunch, work on homework, especially on a beautiful day like today. There's a little stage over there to where sometimes they have some karaoke nights over there, some different events. So if you want to get involved on campus, that's a great way to join some activities. And right over here, you'll see that there's this really weird looking umbrella type thing. We call that our sunbrella. So on a sunny day like today, there's actually solar panels on top of the sunbrella, so you can plug in your phone or your laptop like chargers, so you can use your laptop or your phone, and the solar panels will actually charge your phone or your laptop for you while you do homework. So this is Upper Plaza.
Right behind me, we have Cafe 65. This is one of the on-campus food options for students. This is not included in your meal plan, but you can use the credit or debit card, as well as that Clyde's Cash that we talked about earlier down at Clyde's. This also has a lot of just really quick grab-and-go food styles. So there's pizza, burgers, chicken fingers, to that kind of style of food.
Welcome to the engineering building. This building is home for our departments for computer sciences, electrical engineering, as well as math. And right back here behind me, we have some really cool facilities. Behind those doors is what's called an anechoic chamber. Giant 2-story tall box with tons of spikes inside. And it cancels all echoes, thus the name anechoic. But the other really cool thing about it is that it's insulated from electromagnetic radiation. So there's no radio waves, cell reception, nothing. They use it to test a lot of communications equipment. But then additionally, another cool facility on this side of me, these yellow rooms right here are actually clean rooms, where the electrical engineering department, they use these facilities to manufacture what's called electronics wafers. It's a really cool, super high quality facility, and even some companies from around Colorado Springs will come here to do their manufacturing. Alrighty, as we're coming this way through the engineering building, we can see a really cool facility here. This is the VAST lab, and this is a facility where students and faculty do research in facial recognition software. It's super cool, and then additionally, along this first floor here at the engineering building, you'd see even more computer science labs, as well as a couple classrooms. We're going to head upstairs next. Alrighty, up here on the second floor of the engineering building, we're seeing a really cool place right here. This is the Math Excel Center. We saw the Science Excel Center earlier, and just like the Science Excel Center, there's student tutors here who are experts in their subjects here to help you out for free. And whether that be if you want to study a DiffyQ homework, if you have a calc exam, they're here to help you out. Plus, they have free coffee. So if that doesn't get you in the door, I don't know what does.
Straight to class. So if you have all classes in this building, you never usually have to read. We do also have a coffee shop here. It's one of our coffee shops that we have in almost every single building on campus.
Welcome to Summit Village. This is one of our 2 different residence villages at UCCS. The other one is called Alpine. But for housing, when you come to UCCS, all the different buildings are actually co-ed. However, each suite is either male or female. There are options where you can specifically request a co-ed suite, but you'll never be automatically placed in one of those unless you specifically request it. However, we do have RAs on each floor, just to make sure everything is going smoothly, no one's doing what they're not supposed to be doing. But the reason why we call our housing here at UCCS residence housing is because there is no communal bathroom. So we don't consider our housing to be dorms. We actually have a bathroom in each suite here at UCCS. So you're not going to have to lug all your shower stuff down the hall in the morning and get dressed in the communal bathroom and all that sort of thing. You can do all that in here. The most common room style is actually 4 people per suite. So this room right here has 2 doubles, so there is 4 people that would live in a suite like this. However, if you do like a little bit more privacy, you can have a single bedroom. So like a style like this, you can have 4 singles. Or our most expensive option is just one single room with no other suite mates. So our policy here is kind of like you pay for your privacy when it comes to housing. Additionally, some things you can bring. Of course, you can bring a refrigerator and a microwave. Of course, for all that ramen, definitely will eat some of those. But you can't bring any like open stovetops or any open flames, just because we want to restrict on fire hazards. So that also means no candles, unfortunately. Also, pets. Unfortunately, pets aren't allowed unless they are a service animal. But if you would like to bring a pet, you can bring a fish that is in a bowl and underwater. You do have to specify that now, because we've had people bring animals and put them in bowls that don't belong in bowls. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. And lastly, when it comes to housing, the cost that you see for housing actually includes your room and board, an unlimited meal plan, which is really awesome, as well as a parking pass. So yes, freshmen can bring cars on campus. And all that wooden furniture you see is actually included in the rooms. You are welcome to bring other furniture if you wish. However, we can't store any of this furniture, so you do have to keep all this furniture in here, but you are more than welcome to bring your own.
Welcome to the UCCS Rec Center. We're very proud to say that UCCS is one of the first colleges in the whole country to incorporate all 5 aspects of wellness into one building. That includes emotional wellness, mental wellness, physical health, recreation, and nutrition. And here within the Rec Center, most of those aspects are concentrated within our Health and Wellness Center. You can think of it kind of like an on-campus doctor's office. Of course, if you break your leg, we're going to take you to a real hospital. But for all of your general care needs, we've got you covered. We have a full staff of nurse practitioners, as well as a chiropractor, a massage therapist, a nutritionist, and several emotional and wellness counselors to really take care of a holistic approach to wellness. One of the other neat features, though, about the Wellness Center is that they don't accept any outside insurance here. It's just a $20 copay to students to go in, get the help medically that you need. Because college is already stressful enough without having to worry about whatever insurance is. So, here within the Rec Center, right here, we have 2 of the 4 total indoor courts that we have. These courts are open and free throughout the day for students as well as faculty. So if your professor gives you a bad grade on an exam, you can take them to school on the court. Additionally, all of the courts here are just for student recreation. All of our NCAA teams, they have their own court where they practice on. Actually, we've seen that a little bit later. So this court, all for students, all for fun. Here at UCCS, we have a couple different levels of sports. Up the top, we have our NCAA Division II teams. Those are the teams that I like to watch. Below that, we have our club teams. They're still very competitive, but they only travel and compete around the Colorado area. And then below that, we have intramural teams, which are teams of UCCS students competing here at UCCS for fun. We have all sorts of intramural sports, ranging from your conventional sports, like volleyball, basketball, to some more unconventional sports, like speed rock climbing or canoe battleship. The awesome feature here in the Rec Center is our SOUL Center. SOUL stands for the Student Outdoor Learning Experience. And as we're going to go see, we have our indoor rock climbing wall. But additionally, the SOUL staff takes students on all sorts of awesome outdoor adventures. They go climbing for teeners. They go mountain biking, whitewater rafting, skydiving, and spelunking. One of the most popular trips that the SOUL Center does is they have a big ski and snowboard trip in December. They take a bunch of students out to Monarch. For the day, they get a lift ticket, they get driving, admission to the slopes, and then admission to the hot springs afterwards. And for students, that's only $85. So that's a really awesome opportunity that our students here at UCCS have. But let's go see the rock wall. We come in now, and you can see our indoor rock wall. It is a full 2 stories, and they change out the rocks pretty often, so you don't get bored climbing the same wall over and over. But another really awesome part of the SOUL Center is our on-campus bike shop. I personally believe that the best way to get around campus is on a bicycle. And And if yours ever breaks down, if you're having problems, you can take it to our on-campus bike shop. And all of their tools and equipment here is free for students to use. But then as well, if you don't know how to fix your bike, the Soul staff are expert bike mechanics, so they can teach you how to fix your bike so you're more self-sufficient. Alright, now we've come to my favorite part of the rec center. Right in here are the UCCS pools. And I do say pools because there's more than one. Right here we have a lap pool. If you like to swim in lanes, you can do that. Plus, on the other side, there is a water slide. And even though it kind of looks like it's broken, it actually drops you out into the water. And then over on this corner, the circular pool, right now it's set up for water volleyball. But if you talk to the lifeguards, they can turn it into a whirlpool. Going a little bit further down on this side, there's like a lazy river type setup. And then in the very far corner by the windows, there's a 20-person hot tub. So if you're having any trouble making friends on campus, just go hang out in the hot tub for a little while. You'll make plenty of friends. Plus, this is where we play my favorite instrumental sport, canoe battleship. They take 4 canoes, they put them in the lap pool, and they move the lane guards, of course. Then they give each team some Home Depot buckets and pool fins, and you need to sink the other canoes. It's so much fun. Alrighty, now we've come up to the second floor of the rec center, and up here we have a lot of our weights and machines. Once again, we can also see the top of the rock wall. See that it is a full 2 stories. We're actually going to turn around and we're going to go this way to some of our other weights and machines. And of course, the rec center here at UCCS has the most spectacular view. You can't really beat it, unless of course you're actually walking out outside. But we'll keep going along. We have a lot of our treadmills here. We have bicycles, all sorts of awesome machines. I would like to take a pause real quick right here. Right inside this door, we have our indoor running track. It is 1/13 of a mile, and it sits above the 3rd and 4th indoor courts that we have here at the rec center. There's always one court set up at any point throughout the day for net sports, like volleyball or tennis. We'll keep going. So as we've continued across the second level of the rec center, we have even more weights here, as well as a lot of our other machines and various equipment. Cool fun fact for you guys. Actually, one of the owners of a local gym chain here in Colorado Springs is a UCCS alumni. So he donates a lot of his equipment to the rec center. So that's less money that students have to pay for things like whatever that is. Well, on a kind of a more serious note though, one of the other really awesome things about the rec center is that it's totally free for students. We pay for it as part of our tuition, so you don't have to pay every time you want to come in and lift weights, or swim in the pool, or climb on the rock wall. The only things that you would have to pay for in like the whole rec center would be special outdoor trips at the Soul Center, or medical what have yous at the Wellness Center. We also offer some group fitness classes, as you can see on our group fitness studio back there. And that is the third thing that you have to pay for. Out of the whole rec center. It's pretty cool.
Welcome to the Roaring Fork. This is one of our 2 dining halls here on campus. As Brandon mentioned earlier, when you are living on campus as a freshman, or if you're just living on campus in the residence halls any other year during your college career, you actually get an unlimited meal plan included in the cost of housing, which means that you can eat 15 times a day if you want to. So the freshman 15 can definitely be real, but it's all right. So I'm going to show you guys around a little bit of what we have for options here at the Roaring Fork. So as we walk through, you'll notice that everything is set up kind of buffet style. So you have a world food option, there's always pizza, there's always a bunch of different types of potatoes, there's a salad bar. So you're gonna have tons of different options for what you can eat. One of my new favorite things is the smoothie bike, which I'll show you in a second. So throughout throughout the day, there's always breakfast, lunch, and dinner meal hours. If it's outside of those meal hours, we do also have continuous dining. So if you're in class or at work during the hours, you can still come in, get some salad, get some cereal, and still have something to eat, which is really nice. Here's our cereal bowl. One of the other really nice things is as you're walking around, there's labels on all of the foods so you can see what's vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. Make sure that you're meeting all your dietary needs when it comes to what you eat. Here's those cool smoothie bikes that I was talking about. So as Brandon also mentioned, when you live on campus, you get a parking pass also included in the cost of housing. The really cool thing about that is you get a spot in this parking garage right here, which means you always have covered parking, which is really nice when it snows. And on top of the parking garage, we actually have a turf field, as you can probably see, which is pretty unique. I don't know any other college campus that has a soccer field on top of a parking garage. This field is used for student use. Whenever you want to go up there, you're totally welcome. A lot of our intramural sports teams play up there as well. One of my favorite things that happens on that turf field is during the first week of your freshman year, which I'm telling you is the best week of your life, they actually put bouncy castles up on top of the parking garage, and the child in me thought that was the most fun part of the first week of freshman year. All right, so right behind me, we have our mountain lion statue. This is Clyde, our mascot. A fun fact about this statue is our old chancellor's friend actually outbid Penn State for this statue, so it's pretty exciting that we have him here. This also is the best view on campus, in my opinion.
Hello. Welcome to the Osborne Center for Science and Engineering. This building is home to our departments for biology, physics, and mechanical engineering. And to join all three of those subjects together, we have this art piece here called the pendulum. Of course, the physics aspect is this giant metal ball swinging from the ceiling. But up at the top, the wire is suspended by a system of magnets designed by mechanical engineers, so that the pendulum is always in motion. But we don't control where it swings though. So if you come back in an hour, it'll be swinging in a completely different direction. And it's not because we've changed the way it swings, but actually because the Earth has rotated underneath the pendulum as it's swinging. And then the biology components are in this panel right here and in the whirlpool. So on this panel, there are two little metal bars, and they're actually pulse sensors. It'll read your heartbeat and then change the speed of the whirlpool to match your heartbeat. And just so long as it doesn't stop, we're having a good day. So we've come up the next floor in Osborne, and right in here we have the prototyping shop. This is a really awesome facility. You can see here they've got tons of 3D printers, but they have lots of fabrication equipment here as well for prototyping whatever project students are interested in. We're actually going to walk around to the other side, and we're going to see the other really cool part. Let's go. Alrighty, so we've come around to the other side of the prototyping lab, and right in here we have the UCCS machine shop. In here we have lathes, mills, routers, CNC, welding equipment, all sorts of fabrication tools that students need to build whatever they want. And one of the really cool things about the machine shop, it's not just for mechanical engineers or any type of engineer. Any student can come in here and use the machine shop. If you want to learn how to do fabrication, you can absolutely do that here. It's super cool.
Now we are standing in front of our Kramer Family Library. We're actually going to be entering on our second floor, which is our collaborative floor, so they actually encourage talking. This is pretty cool because in most libraries you have to be absolutely silent, and they found that students actually study better a lot of the times when they can talk and collaborate with their peers. So you'll see as we walk through the library a lot of opportunities for students to do that. If you're like me and you get distracted really easily, the third floor is our designated quiet zone area, and you can't even have your phones on sound up there. So you have both study options depending on what's best for you. Another cool thing about the library is that they have Mac and PC computers, so whatever you're more used to, you'll have both to use when you're in the library. Every student gets $2 of printing credit each semester, and each page is only about 5 cents to print, so you shouldn't go over that, but if you do, you can always load more money onto that card. Some other cool things about the library, we have group study rooms available for you to use. Those are first come, first serve, or you can rent them out. So if you know you have a group project coming up and you want to rent out that room, you're welcome to do so. We also have an honors lounge in there for our honors students. We have some cool bikes that students can use, which I'll show you more as we walk through the library. You can also rent out some really cool stuff from the library that a lot of students don't know about. They have phone chargers, dry erase markers, pretty much anything you can think of in that whole realm to rent out. But you can also rent out a backpack that has passes to the state parks in the area so that you can go and just explore Colorado Springs and all that it has to offer. A few more things that the library does that's really fun. During Dead Week, which is the week before finals week, they do a lot to kind of ease our students' stress. My personal favorite is called Pause for Pause, where they actually bring therapy dogs into the library and you just get to pet dogs and pretend like you're not worried about studying for finals. They also bring in a lot of free food, coloring books, and a ton of awesome stuff to support our students. This is something that's really cool about our library. We have a book scanner, so if you are doing a research project, you need to just scan a few pages from the book, you can come here to do so. You obviously can't scan your whole textbook, but you can come here and get a few pages to take home instead of renting out the whole book. Over here we have our exercise bike and treadmill. These are just put in so that you can move while you study so you can better learn how to.
Lower University Center. We are currently right under where the library was. So the first office that we'll run into in the lower UC is our Mosaic office. This incorporates our multicultural office as well as our LGBT Resource Center. So here, this really is a safe place for all students, really a place for everyone to come and just ask any questions you have and really find your community here at UCCS. Community is really important to us here, and so this is one of many ways that you can find that community. About our Mosaic office, they really are just open for all students and would love to get to know each and every student that comes to UCCS. Welcome to our Student Life office. In here, this is where you can come and join all the clubs we offer. We currently have over 200 different clubs that you can join. And the great thing is if there's one of those clubs that just doesn't interest you, or you're not finding the club that you're looking for, you can actually start your own club if you get 3 other people to join you. So all you need is 4 people total to start a club and keep that going for as long as you want it to come. And you also get funding from the university to keep that club going, which is really neat. Also in here we do have our 3 fraternities as well as our 2 sororities, so you can come and join those. Those aren't quite like the traditional fraternities and sororities you think of. With our fraternities and sororities, they are more kind of based on like academics as well as like philanthropy work and just work around the community. So they do some like fundraising for different organizations and those type of things on campus. But also, you can find our SGA office in here. So if you're interested in student government, this is where you can come and get involved in that. This is also where our Clyde cupboard is. So if we look right over here, you'll see that It is open Monday, or Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And what that is a non-need-based food pantry. So we do realize college is expensive. So that really is a quick and easy way to just come once a week and just grab like a free snack. Maybe like a pre-made like bowl of soup that you can microwave, which is really nice. So it's a good way to save a little bit of money when it comes to a meal. And then lastly, there is our student radio in here. So if you love music, you can get a job working for our radio station who streams the music across all of campus. Now, if we look over here, this is our bookstore. So this is really an important spot for any university, really. But this is where you'll be getting all your books for all of the semesters that you're here at UCCS. When it comes to getting books, there are several different options for getting those. We realize that buying books brand new is really expensive and may not be ideal for everyone because you're probably not going to be using the same book for multiple semesters. So what you can do here is you can also rent books new or used. So the cheapest option is renting them used, which saves a lot of money when it comes to getting the books. If you do happen to buy a book, they do have a buyback program to where you can get a little bit of that money back from the books you buy. And then also, of course, in the bookstore, this is where you'll find all your cool shirts and hats and UCCS apparel. So welcome to Clyde's. This is our on-campus restaurant. So this isn't tied to any of the meal plans that you'll find here on campus. They just take regular debit or credit cards. However, if you are a freshman living on campus, they do have what we call Flex Cash. So basically what that is a free $50 that the university gives you for both your fall and spring semester. And you can use that either at Clyde's or any of the coffee shops, as well as the cafe upstairs. So feel free to use that to see what Clyde's has to offer for food. But in here, they always have sports like games playing. So when it's football season, they always have NFL and college games. March Madness, they always have those games playing as well. So it's really a great place to come and just socialize and just kind of take a break if you need that. But also you can see right above me, they're advertising a bingo night. There's a lot of different activities that they do have here throughout the semesters, such as our bingo night. So if you want to win some prizes, meet some new people, and just have fun, this is a great place to come for that.
Welcome to the Gallagly Event Center. This is where all of our NCAA court teams play and practice. So you can see here, it's a pretty nice gym. We have two really big nights of sports every semester. We have blackout night and we have whiteout night. On these occasions, droves of students come out dressed in all black or all white to come out and support the team. Everybody's there, there's like cheering, hollering, there's always free food. There's usually free stuff too. And all NCAA sporting games here at UCCS are totally free for students to go to. So there's really no reason not to come and support the team.
So next we're going to talk about Dwyer Hall. It's the home of our School of Business. There's a couple cool things that happen in our building. So upstairs we have our Pageant and Swing Labs for our Pro Golf Management program here on campus. It's one of our unique programs that we offer here. We also have a language center here on our second floor of Dwyer Hall where students, no matter who you are, if you're just looking to download languages or you're taking a language class, you can always visit there. Our business school here is AACSB accredited. It is a national accreditation that only 5% of schools in the world have. Here at UCCS, we always take pride in our education with our business program. We also offer a Bachelor's of Innovation program here, so you get a really cool aspect of taking classes in two different major areas, also with some innovation classes. So that's another unique opportunity we find here at UCCS. Here in Dwyer Hall, they have a lot of places for students to study, and also our beautiful views of Pikes Peak.
Welcome to Main Hall. So one really important thing to know about this building is this is where you'll find your academic advisors as well as our Disability Resources Office. So those are the main two things that you will find in this building. But a few fun facts is this is actually the oldest building on campus. This was built in the 1800s as a tuberculosis sanatorium. So back in the day, they would come here, sunbathe on the roof naked, then you'd cure their tuberculosis. We do that on Saturdays here. We don't have tuberculosis, but we do enjoy sunbathing naked. So if you're watching this on Saturday, please come join us and enjoy the sunbathing. I'm just kidding, we don't do that at all. But during the warmer summer months, this building is super beautiful. The vines go all the way up the building. There's a lot of flowers. Right now, it's fall and we're going into spring, so it's about to bloom again. But this is definitely one of the prettiest buildings on campus in my opinion.
Right behind me, we have Cragmore Hall. Cragmore is home to our Office of Admissions, our Student Employment Office, as well as our Office of Financial Aid and Scholarships. So if you have any questions about any of those things, please feel free to come visit Cragmore to get any answers you might need.
Thank you so much for coming on our tour of UCCS today. We hope that you enjoyed your visit, and I hope that we'll be seeing you here soon. Hopefully one day I can see you as a mountain lion. Once again, thank you so much for your visit to UCCS today. Hope you had a great time, but please make sure to come back sometime in person so you can see all the other really cool places UCCS has to offer. That includes the Heller Center for the Humanities, the Ent Center for the Performing Arts, the Hibble Center of Sports Medicine, our Bethel Nursing College, as well as our NCAA Sporting Complex. Have a great day.